Deer this came from.
What? What was the question?
Can you picture the deer this came from?
Yes, we can.
Where is the deer's head? Where is his tail?
Up
Yes,
there.
this is the head. And so this is like the shoulders area, going up on the neck a little bit. This wasn't, deer are actually wider than this. It's probably the bullet hole that killed him, right in the heart area. And this is his rump and going down his legs a little bit. Most hides have this coming down. Like I said, this hide, that's one reason I got it as cheap as I did. If this is a number 2 hide. This is probably a number 3 hide with all these holes. Okay. Number 1 hide would not have any holes, and it would be, have more. Like this was on this side, on that side. Anyway, if you can't get it, we'll work that. So you want your moccasin either going this direction or this direction on the hide. If you put it sideways, it just won't work right. It's like, yeah.
Like on fabric.
Uh-huh.
Stretchy.
So
It's now on the green.
I made, what was it, a year ago Christmas, I have 2 little granddaughters, and I had some scraps of leather, and I thought I'm just going to make them moccasins for Christmas. And I did, but I used the scraps, and especially down here in the belly leather, where the grain is weird. And I had them, was able to fit them down in little places like that, but they were so twisted and gnarled when they got done that the girls didn't really do anything with them.
Couldn't wear them.
Yeah. So you want to make your have it going this way or this way. For our purposes, to be able to get the most moccasin out of the leather, we'll do it this way. Okay, and what I'm thinking about, like if we were going to do this one here, we would do this one up here, say in this area here, we could get a moccasin, and then flip this over and get another one out of right into here, and then somebody else could get another pair out of here. So I'm hoping to get like 2 pair of moccasins per hide. But like this particular piece, it's going to be a smaller person's foot up in this area, whereas this could be a larger adult foot. And I think some of these other hides are bigger. Like this is probably the smallest one I have. Cut the leather like really carefully. Before you cut it, talk to me, okay? Because leather's expensive and hard to get a hold of, and I want to make sure we maximize it. The leather that is left over from making moccasins, my wife is going to make little pouches for flint and steel kits that we sell. So I'm interested in like all of this leather. And there's very little of it that goes to waste. Like this kind of stuff will go to waste maybe. Like I said, you make straps, out of the scraps and stuff like that. So you've heard the idea about the Indians, they'd kill an animal, they'd make use of every part. This is exactly what we're talking about here. And I mean, almost like every square inch we're going to do something with. Okay, any questions about how to do the leather? Okay, was there any questions? Okay, when you're putting the pattern on the leather, notice that the back of the foot is towards the backbone. Okay, and this isn't necessarily the backbone, it's just where they fold it in half. So, you can go this way a little bit. Probably the simplest, not necessarily the best, is just get a ballpoint pen, and I have one in my Bible in there I'll run get, if nobody else has anything, and just trace the pattern. Okay, but before you even do that, just figure out where your foot's going to go, where you're going to put your pattern, like I showed you, like we'd get one here and another one here. Kind of just show me that, and just so I can, we can kind of talk together and decide whether that's really the best place or not, or the best piece for that matter. There's a little bit of color difference, so I'm letting you choose your color. Again, those of you that got here late, don't use this one. That's just for other stuff. So